compound entry. One more very interesting concept to learn. As a matter of fact, we see that sometimes we are dealing in few transactions in which one accounting head remains common. That is repeating, in fact. So compound entry is a single accounting entry which is in fact combining two journal entries. Why? Simply because in two journal entries, one accounting head is common. So why to write that common accounting head for two times? Why not we can combine those two accounting entries into one? So that one single accounting entry would be known as compound entry. Let's see an example that on 5 January 2009, cash rupees 7,000 was paid for salaries. Okay, cash is being paid for salaries, and on the same day we are paying cash 1,000 for purchase of stationery. Okay, so if we will analyze this transaction, or in a way, yes, obviously these are two transactions. Cash is asset of debit nature, and there is a decrease because we are making payment. So decrease means credit effect, and salaries are expense, again debit nature, but our expenses are increasing. So if debit nature increases, it would be debited. And here again you see that cash, which is asset of debit nature, decreasing, should be credited, and stationery is expense of debit nature, expense is increasing, should be debited. So what we analyze, that cash is being credited on the same date. So instead of having two accounting entries with us on the same day, in which we see that salary expense is debited with 7,000, cash is being credited with 7,000, and stationery is debited with 1,000 and cash is being credited with 1,000. Instead of recording two accounting entries in our journal, we can record one accounting entry. So what we are doing, in fact, salary and stationery we are recording as debit, putting their amount in the debit side, and cash being credited on the same day is being credited here. We are putting below the salary and stationery account and putting its amount in the credit side. And narration is there that salary is paid and stationery purchased for cash. One very important thing to remember that I will repeat in ITTR as well, that both amounts should remain equal. So you see, 8,000 is the sum of debit entries and 8,000 is in fact in the credit side as well. So both sides should remain equal. This is something we have to concentrate. The ITTRs in this module are that compound entry combines two journal entries in which one accounting head is common, is repeating. Okay, and sum of debit should always be equal to the sum of credit. This is something where we have to concentrate, because this is the point where error can happen. You can do some mistake. So concentrate while passing a compound entry that sum of debit is equal to sum of credit. And then narration should be simple. Narration is not something complex. Just what you have done, write that in simple language. That we have paid for salaries and for stationery. And that's it. So narration is not something very complex. Just write in your simple words. Thank you.